Mankind is ever expanding the frontiers of technical superiority into areas unknown and uncharted. Each quest promises marvelous discoveries, but each also brings potential danger. In direct response to the dangers of our advanced technology, we need an organization that is ready to mobilize dramatic survival resources at a moment's notice. Conceptions and rescue that can challenge the impossible. Thunderbirds 2086. The Thunderbirds, 5 of the finest cadets in the world, dedicated to the service of mankind wherever he may be in distress. Combined with a dazzling array of vehicles and equipment designed to specifications in the space-age technology of the 21st century. A special rescue squad ready to answer a last-chance distress call. A call that could arrive at any time from any disaster scene on or off this planet. These are the Thunderbirds 2086.
Pluto 1, this is Houston Control. Roger your plan to leave ahead of schedule prior to failure of your mass driver.
Roger, Mission Control. Pluto 1 is out. Well, there it is. The fault is in the AE35 unit. It's going to go 100% failure in 72 hours. We'll finish our survey of area A11, then close shop. Say something, Bleep?
We've seen enough of area A11. This is our last chance to explore the perimeter zone.
I've had just about enough out of you, Colonel Bleep. That zone is not required for our mapping surveys. That's final.
Ah, you're making a big mistake. I tell you, I saw something in the perimeter zone when we landed. We've got to check it out. You saw it too, Mealy. Don't deny it.
Oh, yeah. Right through the methane, we saw this unearthly mountain of wind erosion and meteorite scores.
Have you guys forgotten? I was astronaut of the year.
Oh, how could we possibly forget? Don't leave out the part about derezzing 1,000 fighter droids. That's a classic.
And how about battling Star Crusher, a smuggling strange brew? We've heard all of your stories, Bleep. You're a potato head.
Who's talking, Spud Boy?
Your mama.
All right, that's enough. Now we're going out to finish this survey. You're to secure the base and prep the ship for liftoff, and no more of these wild stories. Is that clear?
I tell you, I saw something as we landed. Request permission to sweep search the zone.
Sorry, Colonel. Request denied.
Gran, deep space sensors have picked up massive hyperwave signals emanating from Pluto space. You're the closest team to the area. Head there, check it out. Sending samples of hyperwave signal for analysis. Touch base with the Pluto surveil team upon arrival.
Roger. Thunderbird 17 out. So, where are the space tugs to bring us into Starbase?
Well, they sent something, but it ain't no tugboat, son.
Hey, a supply droid that is pumping us full of fuel.
Kind of gives me the feeling we're not staying. There's got to be something big to take us away from Starbase operations.
Ah, Spaceman's day is never done.
These just came over the comlink from Thunderbird 6, security code red.
Well, that's probably the reason we're leaving before we arrive.
Those are the most unusual hyperwave transmissions I've ever seen, Dylan.
Some ancient alien radio message, probably traveled Sagans of years.
Don't tell us. Instead of monitoring Starbase, we're to check out these scans probably emanating from the other side of the universe.
Signals are emanating from Pluto space.
From Pluto?
The transmissions are alien in nature, and they started a few days ago. Since hyperwave can only be picked up by deep space relays, Simpson will inform the Pluto survey team.
All power panels are in the green. Thunderbird 17 is go. Roger, Commander Simpson. We're looking forward to seeing the Thunderbirds.
Strange hyperwave transmissions emanating from Pluto space. But did they believe me when I said I saw something? No!
Come in, Colonel Bleep. You haven't been fooling around with hyperwave relays by any chance, have you, Colonel?
I just happen to have a hyper laser in my pocket. Whatever it is, it's coming from out there in the perimeter zone, and Colonel Harold Bleep is going to be the first human to find it. No readings on the energy scales. I'm pretty sure I saw it behind that cliff line. And then again, maybe not. Huh? What was that? The same reflection I saw from the air? Unless I'm going totally out of my mind, that came from something metallic. Of course, I've seen some pretty strange things. Some were even real. Sculpture. But what is it? It's definitely metallic. An alien statue left billions of years ago and I found it. I'll be rich and famous and wealthy beyond my wildest dreams. What's this? Some kind of crystal. Come in, Dr. Carl. This is Colonel Bleep. I've discovered a huge alien thing in the perimeter zone.
Bleep, you're in big trouble. I told you to secure the base. You've been drinking too much strange brew. There is no alien object in front of you.
If there isn't, I'll eat my helmet.
Return to base, Bleep. You'll need ketchup.
Really? You gotta believe me this time.
Return to base or I'll have you court-martialed. That is an order, Colonel.
But, sir, you've got to listen to me. Oh? Something's happening. I must have pushed some part of the crystal. This crystal must be a remote control device. It's activated the tower, sending some kind of a signal. But to whom?
Solar system probe is activated. Test subject, human. Origin of species, third planet, called Earth.
Incredible! Total mass conversion. Whoever built it is way beyond any known Earth science. But what is it?
Human subject has insatiable curiosity, limited analytical skills, displays primitive understanding of higher forms of science and technology, preparing final phase of testing.
They'll be glad I was on this trip. What the wow? It's some kind of combat droid. I haven't seen anything like this since the Strange Brew drinking contest. It looks dangerous. I'd better change it back to neutral setting. Wait! No! Stop! Whoa! What? Uh-oh. Dr. Carl.
Sir, power, heat, flare, big!
What are you trying to say, man?
Our compound has been totally blown away.
What? Turn this around, you boob.
I've got to stop it! This thing could destroy the entire planet!
Come in, Dr. Carl, Pluto Surf 18. This is Thunderbirds 17, Senior Officer Gran Hansen commanding.
We're in serious trouble. One of my men has destroyed the compound. He's out in the perimeter zone raving about finding some alien weapon. He's gone berserk. But wait a minute. I've lost him.
Subject is in stasis for transfer. We will need other subjects to learn more about this curious species called human. The outcome of our tests will determine their fate.
Picking up something on the screens.
Callan, get a fix on its coordinates.
Right, Chief. I've got it. Some kind of plasma energy sphere. It's hovering at a low altitude.
Thunderbirds, we're back at our base. Thank goodness our ship is still in one piece, but there's no sign of Colonel Bleep. He seems to have just vanished.
He may be inside that sphere.
Yeah, jettison the boosters.
The sphere is moving, Gran. It's heading away from Pluto and accelerating rapidly out into space. I'm tracking it.
Is it Bleep?
Looks as if it wants us to follow it, Gran. Human life form confirmed. Sphere is heading for the far side of Pluto's moon. Chief, it's gone. Wait a minute, I've got something else. It's the same hyperwave signals the commander sent us. We found the source.
Jesse, drop to impulse power and go to yellow alert.
Hold on, visual at 12 o'clock. It's a spaceship.
Look at the way it's changing shape. Mass conversion.
Jesse, stand by shields.
Oh, massive energy discharge.
Maximum shields.
Standing by to return fire.
Vulture fire. Jesse, what do you make of this laser analysis?
Well, looks like their pattern is to deliberately avoid us. I'd say they've got some piece of hardware there. We'd better stay put or they're likely to shoot our tails off.
Where's that analysis from? The Farmer's Almanac?
Well, that happens to be an extremely qualified appraisal of our situation.
All right, Jesse, bring us to a halt. Callan, open up a hailing frequency.
Fire and retros.
This is Captain Gran Hansen aboard the Federation starship Thunderbird 17. Request acknowledgement and identification. Well, we've heard that one already. Callan, transmit on all available frequencies, including machine communications channels.
Right.
This is the Federation starship Thunderbird 17. Our intentions are peaceful. If you do not acknowledge this transmission, we must consider you intruders into Federation-controlled space.
They got it that time. We're safe.
We're caught in a tractor beam. Is everybody all right?
I'm okay. Callan?
Okay.
Where's my seat?
They zapped us right in here.
Where?
Good question, son.
Interesting.
We come in peace, yet you've shown open hostility in capturing us, and now I demand an explanation.
You are in a position to demand nothing.
Your technology far surpasses ours. Are we to assume that your intentions are imperialistic?
That depends. Any civilization that has hyperwave technology is on the brink of interstellar travel. We must decide if your species will become a threat to beings outside of your system.
It seems to me the other way around, and you've already proved a threat to us.
That's right. Your misuse of power gives you no right to judge us. We determine our own future.
Our test has been waiting on 1,000 systems, long before your race was conceived. The one called Bleep became its first subject from the system's soul. His responses contained highly unstable emotions of fear, greed, and violence.
We are each individual units within our species.
Our world government truly believes in universal peace. We use force only to achieve it. You must convey to your leaders that the human species is worthy of their trust.
Human emotions seem highly erratic, but you have spoken well and will be given trial.
Combat droid.
Huh? What's this? A power crystal of some kind.
Dylan, watch out!
Well, I figured out how to turn it on.
Well, turn it off. I don't want to sound blasé, buddy, but the fate of the Earth could well depend on your reaction to that dang thing.
We've got to show them we can defend ourselves without using violence.
I'd take a joystick any day and zap that thing right into outer space.
Dylan, use the crystal. Try to control it. Keep your emotions calm.
Somehow I don't think that's right.
Dylan, watch out!
Hey, you did it! I don't know what, but you did something.
It's some kind of vehicle.
The crystal is psychically sensitive. As long as I think positively, I can control it.
A very encouraging display for a human.
Nice going, Dylan.
I think you passed.
It's a little like mind over matter.
That was fun, but we got to mosey on along right now.
You have confirmed to us that humans possess a wide range of emotions. This is precisely what we fear. In creatures such as yourselves, violence can be triggered with destructive results. However, you also have shown some control of these emotions. You humans have conquered your fear of the unknown, a sign of high development. Your potential for self-control may outweigh your underlying self-destructive nature. Come and learn about your future.
We have a great desire to learn more about the universe.
I think we're about to pass the audition, Johnny.
If they're so smart, why can't they show themselves instead of all these high-tech toys?
Let's try to learn why.
Wait, Grant. Give me your hand. They may judge us as individuals, but let's let them know that we are united, that we truly care for one another.
And we must convince them to return Bleep.
Everyone join hands and open your minds. Let them learn what's important to us, that our capacity for love far outweighs our need for survival.
What am I supposed to say now? I do believe in fairies?
If that's the message you want to convey to them.
Our test is based on emotional responses. The one called Bleep is aggressive and dangerous to us.
Bleep is an individual who makes his own decisions and controls his own emotions. We value such freedoms very highly. If you are truly an advanced life form, you will show us an advanced capacity for understanding and respect.
We are highly advanced beings who require no physical form. If you survive, you will evolve over the next 1,000,000 years into similar beings who will have to make similar decisions. some among you will still prefer violence and aggression. Those you must teach to channel their emotions into a positive form of expression, the way you have demonstrated with this test device. You still must learn many things before you can effectively deal with us. The outsiders will be watching your development with interest and hope. Love is your strongest motivation, and that is what will make you a great and noble species, worthy of commanding the stars and the powerful forces of the universe. This trial is now over, and the will of our leaders will be carried out.
Test cell.
My greatest story, Colonel Bleep defeats the alien.
No, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, the grid pattern should be more complex.
Try a Lisp subroutine.
That combination looks just about right.
I think you've got it.
This hyperwave routine should command the tower to deliver our message of peace.
Something's happening.
The tower's not accepting the routine.
I guess we weren't convincing enough.
I think they want us to do our homework before the next test.
It was most interesting getting to know you humans. Goodbye for now.